Next up, we got the Warriors just sent the NBA a terrifying warning. Now, granted, the Warriors did get a lucky win. Whatever, bro. All right. Let's just be honest. They're not making the finals. So, Warriors fans, I know y'all feeling amazing right now. You know what I'm saying? Jimmy Butler and Steph Curry. All right, y'all can have this little head high that y'all got right now. But it's not going to last long. I'm sorry. This is what it is. All right? So, hey. Hit the like button, that sub button.
Jimmy Butler and the Golden State Warriors just made one thing very clear. Playoff Jimmy is here, and Golden State now has a chance to make NBA history. Throughout all of time, just 2 8 seeds have made the NBA Finals, the 2023 Heat and the 1999 New York Knicks, but a 7 seed has never broken through and made the Finals, let alone
it won't start this year.
A championship. I would argue that this Golden State Warriors team has the best chance we have ever seen from a 7 seed, as there is no denying Jimmy Butler is one of the best playoff raisers to ever play the game. When the lights get the brightest, Jimmy plays like a true superstar, and immediately we saw that in the play-in game against the Grizzlies. In 30 regular season games with the Golden State Warriors this season, Jimmy scored 30 points or more just once. In the play-in game, he finished with 38, instantly putting the league on notice, and now Golden State has locked in a 7 seed. They have locked in a first-round matchup against the Houston Rockets, and I think we can all agree they are playing as well.
Let me look at this. We didn't even check out the thing. We gotta make a video about this. Wait, what is this? This old? Wait, what? Is this old or is this, bro? They never have it like this. Actually, no, they do have it like this. Now I remember. They do set up like this. It just looks so weird though. Okay. We already seen that. We seen this. Okay, so now the winner, they said the winner goes to the 8th seed. So it's the 7 versus. So it's gonna be the Warriors versus the Kings. No, Warriors versus the Mavs. That's what's gonna be next, right? I think he just said it after that too. All right, we gonna have to check this out.
Matchup against the Houston Rockets, and I think we can all.
Oh, he said the Rockets. Wait, what? Oh, there we go. Yeah, the winner goes here. Okay, there we go. So they got the Rockets. Hey, that's tough. I ain't gonna lie.
Seed, they have locked in a first-round matchup against the Houston Rockets, and I think we can all agree they are playing as well as anyone. On top of this, I think we can also agree the NBA is afraid of what could come here because Jimmy has unfinished business. Yes, the 2020 and 2023 Miami Heat made the finals, but Jimmy Butler has no fond memories of those runs, saying we was all right, we didn't win nothing like we was supposed to, we made some cool runs, we had some fun. I think that's all we did. Jimmy is clearly on a mission to retire with a championship ring, which means we are left with one giant question here. Can Golden State pull this off and make history as the NBA's first title winning 7 seed? What's up, Mike here, and I have a clip for us we need to watch. But before we do,
shout out to my boy,
the content on this channel,
Mike Gawasi.
If you could subscribe and turn on post notifications.
Yeah, let me know if y'all want more videos from this guy. Let me know if y'all want more videos from him.
If you do like the videos, we are going to be grinding during the playoffs and really forever. But for now, let's watch this clip.
Should have pulled it out. Butler with the move. Green, Curry, 3, good!
Here we see Jimmy, who already has 38 points, freeze the defenders on a drive to the basket, hit Draymond with a pass, who then shovels it over to Steph for a wide open 3. We cannot understate how important this play is. Not only did it help secure a win, but when Jimmy is scoring at this level, the gravity he brings to the Warriors is game-changing. If we pause mid-Jimmy Butler drive, we find that not only was Draymond open, but so were Pajemski and Moses Moody. Jimmy's impact on this Warriors team is just tremendous. In the 30 games Jimmy played with Golden State this season after the trade, Golden State was 23-7. That would have put them on pace for around 62 or 63 wins if Jimmy had been with the team the whole year. That would have made them the 2nd seed in the Western Conference, but instead, the Warriors won just 48 games total and are now about as underseeded as you can possibly get. At the end of the day, all that matters is how you're playing to end a season. And the Rockets, to be fair, did end their season with 20 wins and 10 losses. They played great down the stretch, but to pretend pretend like Golden State doesn't have a great chance to win this series would just be a lie. In fact, Golden State is actually the current betting favorite to win as a
Let me know in the comments, who do y'all think will win? The Warriors or the Rockets? Now, I haven't seen the Rockets this year, so we got to see. I'm about to see how, judging off this first game, game 1. Sorry, I'm sick right now. We have to judge off the game 1. That's what's going to tell what's going to happen with them. You know what I'm saying? It's no cap. So, we're going to see, bro.
Jimmy is going to be the key to everything, though, but we do have great reason to believe that another rise of playoff Jimmy is coming. He certainly has the confidence.
The Warriors didn't think they would be in the playoffs. You didn't know if you'd be in the playoffs. Just now that you've fought. You didn't?
I did.
You knew?
And with playoff Jimmy on the court, defenses are just getting frozen watching him. Just looking at the play-in game here, Jaren Jackson Jr., a Defensive Player of the Year candidate, lets the easiest backdoor cut possible happen when Jimmy gets the ball at the top of the key. Near the end of the first quarter, same story. Jimmy isos and everyone hard focuses him, giving Quinn in post a wide open 3.
That's what I'm saying, bro. That's the only reason y'all really even won this game, bro. The Grizzlies' defense is absolutely terrible, bro. Absolutely terrible. I'm surprised I didn't even say that in the video, but I'm glad we're watching this video right now, really breaking down what happened. Bro, the Grizzlies' defense is absolutely atrocious, bro. Atrocious. No cap.
Because of how big a threat Jimmy is to score in the playoffs. We see this on this play where Jimmy hits with a pump fake, blows by Zach Edey, and makes the N1. And then on the next possession, same thing. The help defense doesn't come. Jimmy ends up with a tip in. It's truly a pick your poison. Help and Jimmy's gonna make the right play. Don't help and he's gonna make a shot. This tip in also shows what makes Jimmy so dangerous, the effort he puts into the game. But guys, before we continue, I'm very excited to say that this video is sponsored by SeatGeek. With the NBA playoffs officially ticket, so % off of order right at C. Not only is he getting to the rim and drawing fouls, not only on defense is he locking players up and coming up with key steals, but on offense, he's also a threat without the ball. You can often find him cutting and making defenses pay. Here we have Steph drawing a double team. He finds Draymond. There's Jimmy cutting to the basket. Easy. Then we have Jimmy passing to Draymond. Steph sets a back screen. Another Jimmy basket. While this shouldn't be rare, it is extremely rare to see stars such as Steph Curry setting back screens and guys such as Jimmy cutting whenever they can instead of playing iso ball and standing 25 feet away from the basket when they don't have the ball. Golden State's entire offense can be and has been unstoppable at times because of this ball movement and teamwork. Here we see Steph get a 4-point play because he just never stops moving and Golden State never stops moving the ball. Then to close this game out, we have Jimmy Butler catching the ball, ending up with a drive from the wing, and Memphis just has no idea what to do at this point in terms of help defense, so Jimmy gets a wide open jumper. Then on the most important possession of the game, Jimmy screened for Steph. Steph pulled off some magic and makes a 3, but also we find that Jimmy was down there in the paint lurking for a tip in or an offensive rebound. This kind of effort is what wins you titles.
And he gets it out to
5-second violation.
5-second violation. They could not inbound. Oh my goodness.
Nuggets would never.
Calamity.
And the Warriors as a team have high effort role players who are playing their roles to the best of their abilities. Podziemski, Moody, Draymond, Post, Buddy, Gary Payton. I am sure during the playoffs we are going to highlight one or multiple of these guys stepping up. But today really is about Jimmy and Steph because in the playoffs, star power does matter a ton. In a lot of games, having the best guy on the court is going to get you a win. And with both Steph Curry and Jimmy Butler on any given night, the Warriors have a good chance to have the best player on the court because playoff Jimmy is not just some nickname. His ability to actually raise his game during the playoffs cannot be understated. In 2020, Jimmy Butler's season high was 38 points. In the second round of the 2020 playoffs against the top seeded Milwaukee Bucks, in game 1, Jimmy made a statement with a season high 40 points on 13 of 20 shooting in an 11-point win where Giannis scored just 18 points. This win fueled a 5-game series victory for the Heat, and after they took down the Celtics in the Eastern Conference Finals, Miami did fall to the Lakers in 6 games, but in the 2 games they won, Jimmy Butler had 40 points, 11 rebounds, and 13 assists.
That's the one thing I will say about Jimmy. Jimmy definitely, playoff Jimmy is definitely a real thing, all right? We'd be saying that about, like, a lot of players, but, dog, I don't know what's up with Jimmy Butler, bro. He just turns to a whole different person. Like, it's like he be chilling the whole season. Not even chilling, because he still go crazy throughout the whole season. But it's like he just it's like he does it the real way. Like, he turns it up a notch, literally.
And then 35 points, 12 rebounds, and 11 assists in Game 5. This is where Jimmy Butler's playoff reputation really grew, and then in 2022, that trend continued. Jimmy went from averaging 21.4 points per game in the regular season to 27.4 in the 2022 playoffs, as Miami fell in 7 games in the Eastern Conference Finals to the Celtics, a series where Jimmy did have a chance to be a legitimate hero.
Yeah, I remember this.
For the lead.
Oh, you missed it.
Loose and Horford.
He rushed that shot. I ain't gonna lie. He could have
But
waited.
we're not going to blame Jimmy for this series loss, as the Heat were only able to have a chance to win this series because of Jimmy Butler. Against the Celtics, he averaged 25.6 points per game. The next highest scorer was Bam with 15. Then Victor Oladipo with 9.7. To say Jimmy Butler has never had a Steph Curry type of teammate on his team would be a severe understatement. And after the 2020 finals, the Heat did truly fail to get Jimmy the talent he needed to really compete for a title. Jimmy did his best though. In 2023, not only did he get revenge on the Celtics in the Eastern Conference Finals, but more impressively, as an 8 seed against the top seeded Bucks, Jimmy proved he's a living nightmare for Milwaukee fans, as he averaged 37.6 points per game as the bottom seeded Heat easily took down the Bucks in 5. The most points Jimmy scored in the 2023 regular season was 38. He almost averaged that for the series. Absolutely insane. And now on the Golden State Warriors, Steph himself has been on a tear, averaging 27.8 points and 5.8 assists per game in the last 30 games of the regular season. In the first 40 games of the season, he averaged just 22.1 points and 6.2 assists, meaning Steph is getting hot when the games matter the most, and also meaning that Jimmy has had a massive impact on this roster, both in terms of on-court production and just pure belief. The Warriors really think that they are going to win the title, and Jimmy, playing the role of a supercharged Andre Iguodala, has been exactly what this Warriors roster has needed. Steph Curry has a real chance at ring number 5, and the last time we talked about that in our last Warriors video, a lot of comments said that ring number 5 would make Steph undoubtedly the best point guard of all time over Magic Johnson. Magic has 3 MVPs and 5 championships to his name. I'm curious, what do you think about the best point guard debate in the comments if Steph does get ring number 5? Also, do you think the Warriors are going to go on a big run? I think the Warriors are going to take down the Rockets, if I'm being honest. I want to know what you think in the comments. And thank you.
They might take down the Rockets just if the Rockets just play like complete dog water. But that's it though. Even if they do somehow, some way magically beat the Rockets, they're not going to make it far in the playoffs.